Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Quick Bits. As usual, I'm on my test block spotlight whatever world. I was asked to make a quick where to start in Feed the Beast video, so that's what this is. This side is EU power, and this side is MJ power. For EU, I was asked, well, where do you start? Where do you start, to make energy and all that stuff? Well, what we're going to want to make is a generator. That is like the most basic EU generation. It's probably the cheapest to make right off the bat. What you're going to need is some iron. Make an iron furnace. So we'll grab one of those. And you're going to need some copper cable. It's just 3 copper and 6 rubber, like so. So grab yourself some of that. Then you're going to need an RE battery, which is 4 tin, 2 redstone, and 1 copper cable. That will give you an RE battery. Put those items together with some refined iron here, and you get yourself a generator. Now, with the generator, you can hook it up, like, here's a macerator. You could set it right next to it. Let's grab some coal. Yeah, and then you just toss in some coal, and it's powering. And then you can just toss in whatever you're wanting to macerate, and there it goes. You could also, like say, put the generator there, grab some copper cable, and then you can run it like out of any side. Most times it's best to go out like the back, and then say you've got a macerator and electric furnace. Let's grab one of those, and then some coal, like so. You put that in there, and there you go. Macerator, electric furnace. They're both being powered through this copper cable from the generator. The generator, like I say, is like the most basic EU like in the game. So it's like it's really low tech. Say you want the stuff from the macerator pumped into a furnace. Well, what you're going to need for that is some wooden transport pipes. That's 2 planks and a piece of glass. You put that. Oh, that's facing. So you're gonna need a wrench. The wrench I recommend actually is a crescent hammer, just because it works for almost everything. It's 3 iron and 1 silver, so it's super cheap. So yeah, let's grab one of those. You see how this is facing? You want this part on the side of where you're trying to pull stuff out of. So right now it is facing the wrong way. If we right click with the crescent hammer, you can see now it's on this side. So now we need something to power this pipe to pull stuff out of this macerator. So what we will need is a redstone engine. It's the most basic engine. Let's look at the recipe. I forgot to make one of these. It's wooden gears, and wooden gears are just 4 sticks, like this. And then a piston, which, it's same as vanilla, same recipe, and then a piece of glass and 3 planks. It can be like any kind of plank in Feed the Beast. And that will give you a redstone engine. Alright, so let's grab some of those. These do not require fuel. All they require is a redstone signal, like, say, a lever. Let's put that right there. Put that there. Click it. Turn it on, and you'll see it start to pump. As the the longer after it runs for a while, it'll change colors. You see right now it's blue. It'll change to green, then yellow, and then red. Red is where you want it. Red means it's pumping as fast as it possibly can. And so if we take, say, some cobblestone, and we toss it in the macerator, it will eventually grind down to sand. Let's give it a second here. Takes a while, they're slow to begin with. And then it'll come here, and then this, well, oh, see, there it goes. It pumps it out of this. If you want to pump out of like a macerator, the best way to pump out of it is from the side. Like if you're facing it, the right side. You want to pull out of the right side. And then it comes in to here. It's actually going into the wrong spot because I have it hooked up wrong here. Yeah, so let's fix that. Let's turn that off so it doesn't keep pumping stuff out. Let's get another electric furnace and some more pipe. The pipes are extremely picky about how you hook them up. For this we will grab some stone pipe, which is just stone and glass, like this. We'll grab that. We will come off of this. I like to go up and then over, and then you see it attaches into here. With these you don't have to worry about, like, it doesn't change when you hit them with this. Nothing changes. So if we turn that back on, it'll pump. There it goes. And it'll come up here and then drop in the top, and it will come right here, and this will automatically turn it into glass. Yeah. And there you go. That's the pipe basics. There are other kinds of pipes. Let's look at some. There's a diamond pipe. We'll take a look at that. Let's check out the recipe. It's 2 diamonds and 1 piece of glass. We'll give you 8 of them. So, it's not a bad trade-off. If you put a diamond pipe down and you attach it to other things, you can look in it and it has different colors. Now if we attach a pipe to each side of this, you can see that each side has its very own color. Now what that lets you do is, say you're wanting sand to go to yellow, you're wanting nether brick to go to green, you want just this lever to go to blue. So now only the things you assign to that color will go through that side. If you don't want anything going up white, you have to put something in there that will never come through the diamond pipe. And say if stuff is coming down this way and you don't want anything to go back up, so you put something in the the white that you don't want going back into the system. That will just prevent anything like if stuff's coming in this way or in this way, it'll prevent it from going this way. And stuff will still pass down through it. It just won't come into the diamond pipe and then up. So yeah. So we covered basic EU power, and then some basic piping. Oh, actually, let's look at the iron pipe. Iron. Where is it? Where? Yeah, right there. That's 2 iron and a piece of glass. Give you 8. So let's grab that. And the interesting thing about this is, say you have an intersection like this, and you've got something, you've got stuff coming in this way, stuff coming in this way, and stuff coming in this way. and you only want it to go this way, along this line. That's where the iron pipe comes in. So you want it to go that way. You can see the clear side right here. See how these are solid? That means anything that comes into here will only go that way. So if you have stuff coming in this way, it will turn and go that way. Stuff here will turn and go that way, and stuff here will just go straight through. Nothing, and then if stuff comes back this way, it'll bounce back and then go that way. So nothing, you can only have it go one direction. See, like stuff would only go that way. And so wherever that clear side is pointed, and you can only have one clear side per iron pipe. So keep that in mind. Yeah, those are good if you got stuff coming in from multiple directions and you want it to go one way. That's where that comes in. Okay, so that's that's basic piping, basic power. Just starting out, like I say, the generator is the most basic. For MJ, what I would suggest is like Magma. You could use a Magma crucible to create lava to power magmatic engines. To create a Magma crucible, you need a redstone reception coil, which was 2 redstone and 1 piece of gold. You need a machine frame, which is 4 iron, 1 gold, 4 glass. You put that together with nether brick and copper and 1 bucket, and you get yourself a Magma crucible. I would suggest running it off of a Stirling engine. This is my opinion. Let's just say that right now. This is, just simple, cheap ways to start making stuff. So you need 2 gears, which is, remember, 4 sticks. You need to turn those gears into stone gears, which is the wooden gear with 4 cobblestone. We'll give you those. And then you need a piston, glass, and 3 cobble. That will give you a Stirling engine. And then what you're going to need to power those, to get power from the engine, you could say I didn't grab that Magma crucible. Did I? Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. You could do this. Stick down your Magma crucible and then put your engines. Like so. You could even put one in the bottom or whatever. And those will power it. Or you could get some conductive pipe. The way you make that, stone conductive, is just a stone pipe with redstone in. You need 1 piece of redstone for every pipe you're going to make. So if you're planning on making 8 stone conductive pipes, you need 8 redstone. The same for wood. However, you make the wood pipes, and then you add the redstone you need to make them all wood conductive. The way these work is for every engine you have on these, you need a wooden conductive pipe. So if you're going to have 4 engines, let's grab the Stirling engine. You will need 4 of these, and they need to face. This is why I said grab this wrench, or the crescent hammer. You need to wrench these just by right-clicking until they connect to this. Yeah. And then you take your stone conductive and you attach all of these together so they all point to the same way, and then you can run them to whatever you're trying to power. Oh. And then grab some coal. Let's throw some coal in these. And each of these needs a redstone signal to start working. And you will see the blue line right there? That's letting you know power is going through. There's a major problem with these pipes. Energy will fill up in the pipe and the pipe will explode. So that's something you really have to pay attention to. With these pipes, if you're not using something, you need to turn the engines off. Because, like I said, the pipes will explode. Later on, when you're at the point, actually, let's just cruise over here to my block spotlight area. When you have the resources, I would suggest making redstone energy conduit. I covered that over here somewhere. That's not it. Ah, here it is. You will need electrum, which electrum is right here. Silver dust and gold dust. And you just put that in a induction smelter or yeah, something of that sort. It'll give you electrum, and then you need hardened glass, which is lead and obsidian dust will give you hardened glass. And you put them together like that, give you energy conduit. You have to melt redstone in a magma crucible, and then pipe that into a liquid transposer. Put your energy conduits in there, and then this would fill it with redstone, liquid redstone. And you would, those you don't have to worry about. You can leave the engines running on those for as long as you want. They will not explode. They can take as much power as you can give to them, and they don't have the same problem. I don't think I'm going to get enough power in this for it to, let's take that out. Let's watch this. You will see this slowly get bigger. These engines, yeah, it's slowly getting bigger, but it's dissipating. These engines don't put out much power. Let's get rid of that. Right now they're putting out 1 MJ. If you had stronger engines on, oh yeah, see, it's getting a little bigger, but yeah, if you had stronger engines on here, they would definitely explode. The pipes would. Let's see if we can get it to explode, just because. Let's grab a combustion engine. Yeah, that sounds good. Let's grab some fuel. Fuel capsule, that works. Come on. Alright, let's throw a couple combustion engines on here. Give them a whack so they aim where they're supposed to. They are getting redstone. Oh. Let's give them some fuel. Yeah, there we go. See how it's getting bigger? The blue line? That means this pipe will explode if you keep it going, and you can see they're all doing that. They do that if the energy has nowhere to go, like right here. The energy has nowhere to go. So it'll just fill and fill and fill until it explodes. Wondering which will explode first? Because these are supposed to have water in them, but yeah, this is bad. You don't want this. So you're gonna have to watch your pipes. The good thing about these is, like, this will stop once everything is done. If you take that out, this will fill its energy, and you see it turned off. That means it's no longer burning coal. It's no longer taking energy, and so this is no longer sending energy through the line. This will just continue to the engines will continue to send energy into these pipes like forever until they explode. So yeah. Hopefully this is helpful. Just some beginning power. The Stirling engines are a pretty good choice. Redstone engines are also a decent choice. They're really cheap, really cheap. For this type of power, generator, always, when you're first starting out, generator is the way to go. Yeah, covered some piping basics, the Buildcraft pipes, some energy basics, and yeah. So hopefully this helped. I was hoping these would explode. They will at some point. Yeah. Alright guys, I'll see you next time.